In recent months, ordinary Zimbabweans have watched a steady change in the way their country is being governed. The presence of the military in government programs, decision-making spaces, and public initiatives has become more visible than ever before. And with this growing visibility comes growing concern. Citizens see this shift clearly, and they wonder what it means. They know the president has often defended these actions as legal, actions made under the authority of law. But ordinary Zimbabweans are now asking themselves a simple yet powerful question. If the law is being used to support greater military involvement in politics, what lawful actions are available to the citizens who wish to protect their democracy? They understand that shouting alone is not enough. Tweeting alone is not enough. Complaining alone is not enough. Without a strong, credible, and lawful strategy to address the growing militarization of politics, they fear that their voices may simply fade into silence. As these concerns rise, the people ask, what does lawful truly mean in this situation? They know that the law is flexible, living, and open to interpretation. They know the law allows citizens to protest peacefully, to petition leadership, to debate openly, and to approach the courts when necessary. But when soldiers begin to appear in spaces that once belonged to civilians, the people feel uncertainty. They feel fear. They wonder whether speaking out is still safe. Across Zimbabwe, in combis, in markets, in churches, at workplaces, in rural meetings and urban gatherings, citizens whisper their worries. They are asking questions that they feel must reach the president himself. They want to know why the military is now taking part in so many government programs. For decades, the military has been respected for defending the nation, not for mediating political disputes or running civilian projects. The people are seeking clarity. What has changed? Why now? They want to know how this military involvement strengthens democracy. Zimbabweans believe democracy is healthiest when civilians lead, when leaders are chosen freely, and when soldiers remain neutral. When these boundaries begin to blur, trust begins to weaken. The people want reassurance that democracy is not being replaced by something else. They want to know what protections still exist for ordinary citizens. Zimbabweans want to follow the law. They want peace. But they look around and they see uniforms where they never used to see them. They wonder whether speaking up is still safe, whether their views are still welcomed. They want to know what assurances the president can offer them. They want to know how citizens can respond lawfully and effectively. Should they petition parliament? Should they take their concerns to the courts? Should they organize peaceful community discussions? Should they meet their MPs and councillors? They want clear guidance, not confrontation. And they want to know whether the president is listening to these growing fears. Across the nation, the people are speaking, sometimes softly, sometimes loudly, but always sincerely. They are asking whether the country they love is changing direction without their consent. They fear what this may mean for their future and the future of their children. Many ask whether the military is being used to solve political challenges instead of national security challenges. And if so, what will this mean for civilian authority in the years ahead? Will this trend continue? Will military involvement grow stronger until it becomes the new normal? These questions are not asked to provoke or insult. They are questions born from love. Love for the nation, love for peace, and love for stability. Zimbabweans are proud people, resilient people, hopeful people. They want a future where government and citizens walk together, not apart. They dream of a Zimbabwe where soldiers protect the borders, not the ballot box, where leadership is earned, not imposed, where citizens speak freely without fear of punishment, where disagreement is not treated as an attack, and where the Constitution remains the guiding light for all. Today, the people ask their president to consider their questions carefully. Why is the military now more involved in civilian governance? How does this serve the ordinary citizen? How does it shape Zimbabwe's political future? What lawful steps can citizens take to express concerns without fear? And how will the government ensure that the voices of the people remain protected? In this narration, these questions rise like a chorus from across the country. Rural, urban, young, old, employed, unemployed, united by one thing, a desire to understand the path their nation is walking. Zimbabweans do not ask these questions to divide the nation. They ask to heal it. They do not ask to fight the government. They ask to remind the government who they are supposed to serve. They do not ask to undermine authority. They ask to strengthen the foundations of democracy. And so the narration ends with a final message from the people. Mr. President, we speak to you respectfully. As citizens who care deeply about Zimbabwe, we hope that you will hear us. We hope that you will answer us. And we hope that together, government and citizens can restore trust, protect the law, and safeguard the future of our beloved nation.